on her, oh, well, Dell's a great caregiver, so I kind of got hired by other patients just from that office. Also, another referral from a family that I was with, the daughter is a dentist, um, a very uh, a very well-known dentist in Annapolis. So again, me having the connection of another family member, me getting hooked up with her, she started sending me referrals of, her patients. Her and I, she told me she has over 10,000 people in her computer, so, I'm welcome to have any client that she has as long as they need the service. And then, another client of mine, I know, okay, let me stop for a second. I know that another good referral source would be estate attorneys, because, people are, getting power of attorney over their parents, before they, their mind goes into that point where, they're not capable of making their own medical judgment. So actually a client of mine that I have actively, her son is an estate attorney. So I get referrals from him all of the time. And I send people his way. So, sometimes it works out if you can help them because they'll definitely help you. I also work at a surgery center doing Mohs surgery. And for those of you who don't know what Mohs surgery is a form of skin cancer, like your melanoma, your basal cells, your squamous cells. Well, mostly all the people that are going there are 60 and over. So you definitely want to be marketing to your dermatologist because that's where all the old people are at. And I don't think I probably had 10 patients when I worked there that were under 30 years old. So once again, you want to know, you want to build relationships with these type of people, especially people who have assisted living facilities because, they may hire their own caregivers, but a lot of the families want, their family to have that one-on-one care. So you definitely want to make sure that you're building relationships with these people. When you go to visit their offices, make sure you're taking brochure racks, along with brochures to put in the racks, obviously, because a lot of people who are sitting and waiting in doctor's offices just say, how many times have you picked up a brochure because it caught your eye? So, or daughters of these family members are sitting in the waiting room, waiting on their mom to come out from seeing the doctor, and she sees that you do, you help assist with doctor's appointments or you help assist with transportation. She could be at work while your caregivers taking her mom to the doctors or taking her mom to the grocery store. You can free up a lot of time for those people. So those are the family members who are considering, hey, let's get help for mom because that way we can have our lives back. So again, and then you can give gifts, to the referral and people who you're talking to about, providing your information in their office. You can take them little gift baskets, edible arrangements. You can call and set up an appointment to, take them lunch or, something like that. And then you always want to make sure you visit them often. Because I tell you what, I have a girlfriend who works in a hospital as a social worker, and she says when she refers outside help, outside of the hospital, she takes the first thing that was on her desk, which means if I was in there last, my brochure is on top of all the rest of the home care agency brochures. So she's going to take my paperwork off of her desk first and give it to the family member because they don't have time to go through all of those brochures and documents and information. They want what's easy. They want their job to be easy, so they're going to say, here you go. Here's a brochure for Just Caring Hands. They're really good. You should give them a call. So you always want to make sure you're staying relevant when you do go visit these people because they're going to give you the referrals that you want. And we go really into depth in that with our coaching students. There's some other marketing things that we talk about that are very effective. One of my coaching students now, um, she gave me her password through her voicemail, and I checked it for her because she had so many calls she didn't know what to do. I listened to her voice messages, and she had about 25 or more leads. And I said, do you know you have a gold mine sitting in your voicemail? What are you doing? Why are we not calling these leads back? So that was her assignment, was to get on calling her leads and getting some girls to work for her, because unfortunately she's not a CNA. So she can't take the advantage like most of us CNAs can do, because we can get that client and we can go work them ourselves. Also, when promoting your company, you want to make sure that you're getting out into the community. Being seen in the community is very important. Like I had a young lady from Ohio who was at the Apple Festival. So if you know what the Apple Festival is in Elyria, she had a booth there and was promoting her home care agency, which is wonderful because, she's still a new company, but she's taking those risks. I feel like taking risks and failing is a good thing. It's better than not taking the risks at all. So don't hold yourself back. Don't stand in your own way for marketing your company, because you are the only one who's going to market your company the way that it needs to be marketed. So you could do free seminars at senior daycare centers, probably anywhere seniors or people with senior parents gather. For example, we are putting together a seminar at our local YWCA for a senior day, and it's going to be on 50 safety tips for caring for elderly loved ones in their home. Meaning we can discuss if it was a fire hazard or a hurricane or a tornado or a flood, how would we, as caregivers or even individuals living by themselves, how would you evacuate safely, or how would you put yourself in a safe situation to where you don't get harmed, by Mother Nature, which we see it all the time, especially down, in like Joplin, Missouri that year. Like it wiped their whole city out in 3 days, storm after storm. So also, you want to make sure that your clients are satisfied, okay? My clients love that I'm available 24 hours. Like I'm always accommodating them. I'm always letting them change their schedule. I'm always letting them change caregivers if they're not satisfied. It's pretty much, the main thing is making sure that you have the right caregiver for the right client. A lot of people don't understand that, if I get one complaint from a family and it's a pretty good complaint, I'm taking you out of the house. Because for one, obviously you and the client don't have good chemistry. It's not rare that you have a perfect match off top. For some reason, I'm a great caregiver for all my clients. I don't know how. They all love me. I'm always myself. Like I never change. I never change. I'm always the same person. I talk to the family members as if they are my family members. I talk to the clients as if, they're my grandparents. So they get the real me. Nothing made up about me. They get the authentic Dell. They always, like I said, I'm always available to my clients 24 hours. They can call me, text me. Some of the families email me all day long. Always show that you care for your client. Because if you do, the only thing that the client is going to give you is more hours and more days. So you always want to show, just that, how good you are for the family, how it's not a burden on you. Like everything that you do, you definitely do it for your client. So I want to talk to you guys about hiring and retaining good caregivers. When I go through resumes, because I get resumes all day, every day, I don't read them all. I'm going to be so honest with you. I don't read them all. If they have less than 2 years of experience, I don't even read it, because